Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Wednesday to everybody. Thank y'all for tuning in. Let some people get up in here. We're going to chop it up. Y'all see the title. And we also going to talk about a few other things, if y'all don't mind. So, Joseph, what's the deal, bro? Good morning to you. Yeah, we're going to chop it up, man. If you woke up this morning, you're blessed. Always remember that. It's always a blessing to wake up in the morning. Believe that. Well, if you wake up in the afternoon, morning, whatever time you wake your ass up, it's a blessing. So that's real, real good. So I've been thinking about this, and I was saying to myself, I've been hearing it for years. A lot of people were saying that Kevin Hart is a industry plant. They were saying that he's a sellout. He's long gone, whatever, whatever, whatever. And I used to always say like, you know, I basically, like I said before, was a little biased because coming from the same city, same neighborhood, you tend to kind of give a person a little bit of grace. But then sometimes, too, in life, you have to look past all of that. And you got to say to yourself, what's the real truth? Whether you bias or not, the truth don't stop for nobody. The truth is the truth. And, a lot of people went back to that roast. And to be honest, now some people they're quick to say, "Oh man, it's a roast. Anything goes," but not really. And the reason why I'm saying not really is because if anything goes, that then if sorry about that, I don't know what happened, but if anything goes with a roast, if that's the case, then that should go for all races of people. It can't be one sided. It can't be when you make a joke about someone white, they try to get you fired, try to get you canceled. But when a white comedian do it towards black people, it's okay. It's just a roast. So if they hide how they really feel behind comedy, if you're saying a lot of racial shit and then saying, "Oh, it's protected because it's under comedy," then that's basically what you really feel. Because think about it. It's no different when you get mad and you say certain things. That's what you really was thinking. Like they used to always say, a drunk mind, a drunk person speak a sober mind. I believe that because that's how they really feel. And the alcohol, for whatever reason, made them have the courage to come out and say it. So it's no different with jokes. When you say a joke about a person, that's how you really feel. You're just trying to put it in a matter of to make a person laugh. Right or wrong, people. So you can't tell jokes about Jewish people without some repercussions. But yet you could do slavery jokes, you could do lynching jokes with black people. You could talk about people unaliving themselves, and that's all fun. And Kevin Hart knew exactly what jokes were going to be told. He had to approve everything, and he approved it. And he allowed a majority room of white people in the audience to basically disrespect our people and then hide behind comedy. And you sit there and laugh and chuckle like it's cute because they're all being paid. See, when you in that in crowd, see, they call it Hollyweird. When you go up there to Los Angeles, the Hollyweird, it's like you forget who you are. And I'm not saying that you got to be hanging in the hood and going back down Erie Avenue. That ain't what I'm saying. That ain't what I'm saying at all. Because you do got to get away from niggas. I ain't talking about black people. I'm talking about niggas. It's a difference. You got to get away from ignorant people that mean you no harm, that's jealous and will try to take what you have. But at the same time, don't ever forget who you are and let racist people that claim they're your friends. No, they only your friends because you in a circle, because you have a name and you can do something for them, and vice versa. Other than that, if you were just Kevin Hart from North Philly, they wouldn't give a shit about you. They wouldn't care. You just Kevin Hart from Erie Avenue. Ty, what's the deal, bro? And it's sad that it's like that. And like you said, yes, the love of money. And I'm I'm not gonna go as far to say I'm never gonna watch a Kevin Hart movie or something like that. I'll be lying if I said that. But I do look at him sideways now. And it took me longer to see it than others because I respect his grind. He is a hard worker. You can't take that from him. I respect his grind. And but sometimes when you get in that in crowd and you just say you just allow certain things, that's a sellout to me. Now y'all might think of it different. That's why I put it as a question form. It's just I want y'all opinions. But I view him as a sellout. See, at first I thought Cat was hating on him. And don't get me wrong, Cat do got a little hateration with him. He do. But I thought he was just strictly hating on Kevin Hart. And I was like, you know what? He kind of has a point now that I really sit back and look back on it. And I see it. And then the fact that Cat Williams still stood 10 toes down on how he felt about Kevin Hart at the roast and still called him an industry plant and called him a coon and a sellout, you got to respect that because he said it to his face. Because money will make you change sometimes. It will bring out the inner person in you that's not good. And that's the reality. Now I know people break up all the time. We know with his marriage, when Kevin Hart first wife, I wasn't in their bedroom, I wasn't in their situation, so I can't say what I really know because I don't know shit. I'm just giving my opinion from the outside looking in. And it seems to me that his first wife was really with him. You know, no, y'all know what I mean when I say that, right? Let me break it down for you. His first wife was with him when he wasn't the mega star that he is now. She was with him for the beginning. That's something that you just don't get rid of unless you have some real bad circumstances where y'all have to part ways. Like, you know what I mean? Something that's just super crazy that you can't get over, then I understand it. But if it's just some petty bullshit, if a woman is down for you when you have nothing, that's a real woman. You got to stick by her. You have to. Again, I'm not in a relationship. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm just prefacing my comments by saying that from the outside looking in, it's like, come on now. Now his new wife, I ain't saying she don't love him, but come on now. Let's keep it. Let's be real here, man. Y'all know this. I mean, you see the name of my channel. It's unapologetic. Let's be honest here. If he wasn't Kevin Hart, the movie star, the worldwide comedian, Would his current wife even look his way? I mean, y'all let me know in the chat. Matter of fact, his wife, is she mixed, right? I guarantee she is. I don't know for a fact. I don't know. But if I'm a betting man, and sometimes I am a betting man, I would bet that she's not all black. Can someone fact check that for me real quick? Because I'm not by the computer. Just let me know. Is his wife mixed with something? Because if I'm not mistaken, I think they said something in the roast about. I think she is mixed with something. I'm pretty sure she is. But before I go on with my tirade, I don't want to be all wrong. So I just want to know because it's a certain pattern that a lot of black guys do that get money. A lot of them can't be with a black woman. A lot of them can't be with a black woman. Just a regular, pure black woman. She has to be mixed or she has to be white or something else. She can never be black. If you notice that. That's why I always respected Denzel Washington, some of these Samuel Jackson, some of these stars that, because some of these women that these guys get with would not look at their way. You gotta remember, Kevin Hart's first wife was fucking with him before he had anything. When he was broke, North Philly, Kev. That's loyalty. That's a real woman. That's what you want around you. Now, again, I don't know the specifics of the relationship, so I don't know if she done something that was so bad or whatever. I don't know. Maybe it was him. Who divorced who? If I'm, y'all can fact check that for me. If I'm not mistaken, she might have divorced him. Well, I can't know what. I don't know. I'm not even gonna say. I don't know. What I think, and it's just an opinion. This is nowhere near a fact because I don't know. I think when Kevin Hart started getting popularity and money, he got big headed and didn't want to be with her no more. That's what I think. I think that he felt like he can get better. Yeah. Oh, Ty says she's mixed. Yeah, I figured that. That's what they do. That's what they do. And don't get me wrong. Do you have some sorry ass black women out here? Absolutely. But you got some good ones out here too. And the ones that really rock with you, those are the ones you stay with. Those are the ones you know what I'm saying? Because they ain't with you for money. They with you because they love you. The money is the perks. The money is the bonus. But when they get with these mixed women and these type of women, that these chicks wouldn't look at you twice if you didn't have that bread. It's no different with these athletes and entertainers that go out here and get these white women. These damn high priced white women or supposedly nice looking white women would not look at you twice if you wasn't famous. Just like when you in high school and you get on the football team or the basketball team. Before you was on the team, them girls wasn't fucking with you. Now all of a sudden, oh, you're so cute. Because they see a future, especially if you're a star athlete. They're like, oh my God, he about to go to college. And they pay people in college now. You get the NIA deals, whatever. He about to get paid. And especially if you're in college and you're a top player and they know you going to the league. Shit. Shit. You already know what time it is. You know. So I personally think, and it's just my opinion, don't mean that's right, that Kevin Hart let that money go to his head. And he got Hollywood, literally got Hollywood on people. And that's what it is. And I'm not saying that because he ain't going back to North Philly. Fuck North Philly. You ain't got to go back to a place that people are basically you got to worry about your safety. I ain't saying that. I ain't, if you want to get back to your community, you could do that from afar. Because I understand how some of our people work, how some black folks work. They get jealous of you and they'll try to tear your ass down. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. You saw it happen with Nipsey Hussle. You saw it happen with a lot of people. They going to the hood, the hood, the hood. I'm going to the hood. trying to prove something. No, the hood ain't got love for people that's doing better than them because they want you to be on their level. They want you to be poor like them and have a low IQ and a messed up way of thinking. You try to do right, it still ain't enough. You can give back to the community, do whatever, they'll still find a way to try to get you. So you have to stay away from those low vibration type of people. So it's like nobody wants to. I don't blame people for hanging in the, not hanging in the hood. I don't blame people for that because whenever you do it, you see what happens. It's a shame that it's like that. You come home and you like, damn, you think, and don't get me wrong, you'll get some love, but then, you're going to get the bunch of leeches of people that want to be around, that's want to get something off of you. Then you're going to get the ones that's mad that you ain't giving them something. And then next thing you know, you're getting set up. I mean, you saw what happened to PMB Rock going in the hood out there in LA somewhere. And he was, and I'm not saying what happened to him was justified because you should be able to go anywhere you want. But when you're dealing with niggas, this is what happens. Not dealing with black people. When you're dealing with niggas, this is what happens, unfortunately. He said, I'm going here. He was advised not to go to that spot. They told him, I'm going here. I'm PMB Rock. I got my jewelry on. And that didn't matter. They didn't care about that. Them savages don't care who you are. When they want something of yours, they're going to take it. What they say on the movie, either get down or lay down. That's just what they either give it up or lay down. That's basically their mentality. It's a savage mentality that's messed up, but it's the truth and it's out of pocket. And a lot of people they think that's cool. No, you got to know. It's a shame that it got to be like that, but you got to know where to go, where not to go, because you got savages out there. And yeah. So now I see why people feel the way they feel about Kevin Hart. I really do. I see it. I really, really see it. Because it's like you get money and then you act different. You should always be humble. Always be humble. And I'm not saying he's a bad person because I heard the stories that he helped a lot of people. So I'm not saying here gonna make it seem like he's just a bad person, but I think he let the fame go to it, the fame and the money go to his head. Now, as far as what happened with him and his ex, like I said, I don't really know. But it do seem kind of odd how these guys they'll leave the ones that's been there for them. The grass ain't always green on the other side. And things going good with his wife right now, but let something happen where he lost his money. Would she still be with him? Think about it. And I ain't wishing this on him, but if he lost all his bread, right? Do you really think that his current wife, the mixed breed, right? Ain't she like Japanese and black or some shit? I don't know. Whatever. Do you think she'll stick around? I mean, I don't think so. I don't think so. But his first wife would have, because she was with him when he had shit. And to be honest with you, I think it's gonna come back and bite him. I ain't wishing it on him, not at all. But don't be surprised if something happened and that wife mess around and leave him. Because she gonna get a lot of money in divorce if he ain't signed no prenup. Because some of these women, they are professional whores. Like they sophisticated whores. Gold diggers. Yeah, let me rephrase that. They are sophisticated gold diggers. They'll go as far. They'll have children by you. They'll do whatever because they want to live that lifestyle because they put money over love. Oh yeah, let me say it again to the people in the back. They put money over love. So that's what it's all about. And it's out of pocket. Well, Yellow, I can't fault them. What's up, none? Um, Juice Man, what's good? I can't I can't fault them for cutting off certain family members that be being greedy and stuff. Don't get me wrong, I understand that part. I don't fault them for that. Like it depends on who's rocking with you. See, my thing is this: you can't when you become famous, right? Let's say you get in the NBA, you got a nice contract. You can't take care of your whole family. And let's just keep it 1,000. Your whole family ain't the ones out there playing. You out there playing. You take care of the people that mean something to you, that's been there for you. That's an automatic. In my opinion, your mom and dad's automatic. If you have children, automatic. Wife, automatic. Now, if you have siblings and y'all in good standings, you help them out, but you're not supposed to take care of them. They got to find their own way. You could try to help them and guide them to the right direction. And I understand that's a lot of pressure for a 20-year-old, a 21-year-old, 22-year-old going to the league, and they got this contract and they got a shoe deal, and you have all of your family members, everybody coming to you. But you need that guidance, you know. Um, and that just keeping it 1,000. You said Kevin got them paymasters to tell him what to do. Oh yeah, he's being controlled. Money. White people know they can control black people with money. That is the truth. Let's just be honest. They can control black people with money. They got deep pockets. They're going to make money off of you. You're going to make money, and they're going to say, "Hey, this we want you to do," because um, D.L. Hughley and I think Umar Johnson said the same thing, that they feel like this was payback for the Erica Kirk skit. How they was coming at Cheryl Underwood. I think they're correct because white folks don't like to be made fun of, but yet they love to make fun of everybody else. They love to see black people. See, it's okay when you're going in on a black person. When you're going in on your own kind, that's okay. They laugh, ha ha, hee hee. But as soon as it get turned around on them, it's a problem. As soon as it get turned around on their um heritage, it's a problem. You start talking about Jews, it's a problem. But yeah, everybody else can be talked about. Come on now. Come on now. We got to stop with that. And off the subject for a quick second, I checked out that Chud the Builder guy. Um, I'm glad he locked up for basically being stupid. But this is my thing with that. I like I said, I never heard of the guy until y'all was telling me about it. But stuff like that, people like that want to get a rise out of people. It's called. It's almost like called emotional content. They know if they go around do a bunch of racist stuff, especially as a white man, people gonna he's gonna get views from it. Now he been shot himself, shot someone else, and now he facing a lot of years in prison. And then it shows how racist this country is when I guarantee you, if he do a GoFundMe to help pay for his bail, I think his bail was like 1.2 million. I guarantee you, the GoFundMe will make a lot of money because it's a lot of white people that are still racist. That what's that little saying he kept saying, chipping or something like that? Why I keep saying that in all the comments now? Something to do with black people. Oh, they chipping, they chipping. You know what I mean? See, white people love to hide behind social media. And I'm not saying all white people, I'm saying some. They love to hide behind social media. They hide behind these accounts and they co-sign what a known racist is doing because that's how they really feel. And these are the same people that you work with at your job. Some of them your supervisors, some of them your coworkers. And behind the scenes, this is how they really feel about you. That's why I would never ever be with a white woman. And I prefer my bloodline to stay what it is because it's just too much shit going back and forth. There's too much stuff to deal with. Do I think they're good white people? Absolutely. It's good. It's good in every race. But I have to be honest and and keep it 100. I gotta be honest and keep it real. Because I'm reading these comments. I was watching, I be watching like a lot of the shorts on like Instagram or Facebook and stuff popping up with black people, or whatever, some fighting or whatever it is. I see all these white people with this that term dude kept saying chipping or whatever, and I was just like, hmm. Then I click on their profiles and all of them are white. I said, uh huh. That guy Chud the Builder, whatever his name was their hero. They loved him just like they loved Charlie Kirk. Anybody that speaks down on the black community, they love it because that's how they really. He's basically like a breath of fresh air to them, and this is why racism would never end because you still have young people and especially the older ones that can't stand us just because. I can see if someone does something to you personally, then I get it. You have a right to feel the way you feel, but just to discriminate on a person just because of their heritage, I just think to me is corny. But we don't live in a perfect world. We don't live the world. The world is not it's not fair. That's just what it is. That's the truth, and that's the bias. So when that's why I love edgy comedians that speak it, tell it like it is. It's not afraid to say what they want to say. Because it's a dying breed of comedians that say what it really is. Because they're getting paid by who? The white folks. So they got to watch. And they're getting paid by Jewish people. They can't. You know what I'm saying? It's like we need more ownership to say what we really want to say. And saying what you really want to say don't have to be racist. Yeah, chipping out. That's what they call it. R&B, what's the deal? Jeez. Yeah, like that's the thing. And now y'all quoting what this guy's saying, chipping out, all these white folks quoting that, but where he's at now? He's in jail. He's in jail. And even if y'all get the money up with the GoFundMe to get him out on bail, he's still gonna get convicted. And hopefully somebody in jail chip out on him. Hopefully, one of them homo thugs in jail that want to prove a point to his butthole or make him pay for all that rhetoric. Because why preach hate? I don't understand that. We in 2026. Why preach hate? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It don't make sense at all. Jiz, what's going on? Yeah, it's wild. But yeah, I was I was I was looking at that crap, and plus I don't, to be honest with y'all, I don't really like watching stuff like that, like stuff that I know gonna make me mad. What's the point of doing it? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's race, it's rage bait. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not. That's why I don't watch too many slavery movies because I know it makes me mad. The only slavery movie that I watched that I love was Django, because the black man won at the end. He got back at them racist ass crackers and gave them that work. That was a brilliant movie. So I don't mind watching Django. That's a classic. And the fact that a white director actually did that movie, I got to give him props on that, because he showed how it was. And Samuel Jackson played that role so well, it had us really just despising him. Like, it's just a role. But he played that house nigga role real well. Oh my God. He he he, he played that role, man. Yeah, I seen that time. Some woman said she used a dildo on him. I heard about that. I wouldn't be surprised, man. A lot of them racist white boys be on the down low and be wanting that ride. Out of pocket. Out of pocket. Yeah, but you see how I had to negotiate, right? I had cut my new grass guy off yesterday, right? And you know, I sent him a voice note, and I just I kept it kept it real, professional and nice, because he was a cool guy. But I just told him, I said, what I'm paying, I'm paying double what I was paying before, and I said financially it just doesn't make any sense. So he tried to call me or whatever, but I didn't pick up because I didn't feel like talking. And then he texted me late last night. He must have been on his mind. He was like, "Well, how can we make this work? I can come down." And he came down basically to the price that I wanted. And I was just like, "Okay, no problem." We, what I mean, like that's how I should have been it, like, because I wasn't trying to get over. If I tell you what I was paying before, why would I want to pay double? It just doesn't make sense. Like I'm, but it worked out. It worked out. I thought it was weird. He texted me at 12 something at night, but um, I guess he really wanted to keep me as a client. Because I said, shit, for all that, man, I cut my own shit. I'm not going to keep paying double. This doesn't make sense financially. Like I told y'all before, it's like using an analogy. If you would fuck a bitch for $40, why would you give her 80? I mean, come on now. Shit, that's asinine. You get the same exact coochie for 40, you're going to get it for 40, not 80. So yeah, Jiz, I know you in here trolling, bro. You know what I mean? Just, hit the like button, man. Contribute to the show, man. You come in here and troll a little bit. Just contribute to the show. There's not too much gay stuff though. You start with that, then I'm gonna have to get you on out of here. But yeah, man. It's yeah, F Kevin Hart, man. That's just how I feel about it, man. At this point, man, because when I really sit and I'm looking, I'm just like, why would you be comfortable with that? I don't care how much money they paying you. Why would you be comfortable sitting up there listening to these white boys say these racist ass jokes, but we can't do the same to them without them trying to cancel us? It's different if it was an even playing field when we all could say whatever, but that stuff with Cheryl Underwood's husband, that wasn't funny. Suicide is never funny. I didn't understand how that was so funny. And then why would you bring that up? Something that happened so long ago. Like, how is that a joke? And the fact that she talking about she okay with it, it's like you're cooning too. Because I'm pretty sure your husband, if he's looking down and watching, your ex-husband or whatever, I know he don't find it funny. I mean, it sat there and made fun of a man that had a mental problem and committed suicide and made a joke out of it. But yet, those same honkies got mad at Drewski for showing Erica Kirk her demeanor. Not making fun of what happened to her husband, but making, you understand what I'm saying? You see how it's a double standard? How it's out of pocket? Same thing when he did the NASCAR skit. And white folks got mad because he showed how they act. It was spot on. If a white comedian do the same thing and do a skit and show how black people act and it's right on, I'm gonna laugh if it's funny. I'm gonna crack the hell up. Yeah, I mean, funny is funny, but it's a difference between funny, edgy, and crossing the line. Making fun of suicide is crossing the line, especially when the roast wasn't even about. It was about Kevin Hart, not Cheryl Underwood. And he sat there and like it was like that was cool. That was, I mean, but again, a person only going to do what you allow them. And she had to tell me some. Oh, she told him it's okay long as it's funny. What? How would that be? See you see you cooning. So you up there cooning, Cheryl? Because I gotta get on you a little bit. You cooning. How can that possibly? How can your husband taking his life possibly ever be funny? It's a double standard with white people. They idolize Elvis Presley. Elvis Presley was a pedophile. They idolize a pedophile. Man, it's wild to me. But for her to sit here and say she didn't have a problem with it, what? And they told a joke about him more than once. What? It's like it's like they personally dug up something to hurt her. Because I don't care who you are, you lose a person like that, that gotta hurt. I don't care if it's in the 90s. You don't know how psychologically that can mess with her. She can sit up there and smile like it's all good, but she's still a human being. But the fact that she doubled down, it's like, damn, that check is that good to make you just say F your ex-husband, your late husband? It just make you say that because to let them know. I would have spoke out on that. But she up there cooning too. She got some of the coon juice. Yeah, she got some of that coon juice. Kevin Hart got a gallon of it. She got some of that coon juice. Regina Hall wasn't having it. You saw she wasn't up there laughing and kikiing with them racist ass jokes. Man, shout out to her. A fine ass. She wasn't up there drinking that coon juice. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it from now on. Coon juice. Taking that coon juice. Yeah. Which I feel about that though, like, oh, she got a Netflix special coming up. Yep. Oh, now it's making sense, Todd. Oh, okay. You talking about Cheryl, right? Oh, to go along to get along, as the 7 foot crybaby would say. To go along and get along, gang. Oh, now it's making sense. Why she was drinking that coon juice and didn't say nothing. Oh, okay. She don't want to mess up that Netflix bag. Man, fuck that. Listen. If I wouldn't have said nothing, I would have came with some more disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? But then again, she probably didn't have nothing on them that was as disrespectful as that. But I'd have just tried my best. Oh, she's a puppet. Well, you know what? Fuck Cheryl Underwood then, because I felt sorry for the damn woman. I don't feel sorry for her when I saw the interview and I saw her double down and saying it was okay and what? See, money. They say money is the root of all evil. It is. We need it to survive, and it does things for us and things of that nature. But at the end of the day, sometimes money really shows the poor character in people. Yeah, fuck Cheryl Underwood. Yeah, I might roast her dumb ass. Yeah, I might roast her ass. I got a puppet that kind of looked like her too. Yeah, I think y'all seen that puppet I used to be using, the one I call Mika. It kind of looked like her too. I might roast her today, man. Cause it made me mad that you're not even you allow these goddamn Peckerwoods. I don't give a fuck who it was, whether they black, white, I don't care what their race was, but you allow these Peckerwoods to disrespect your husband like that, a man that took his life, that was going through something mental. You got to be going through something mental to take your own life. So let me get this straight. So that basically they made fun of mental illness and suicide, and that's funny, right? And you up there co-signing it. Yeah, she drinking that coon juice. Oh yeah, she drunk off that coon juice. Her and Kevin Hart loving that coon juice. And everybody was like, "Oh, Tiffany Haddish was there. Why they ain't have her? Because Tiffany Haddish ain't funny at all. That's why she ain't go up there. She garbage. Kevin Hart keep her around because he looks out for her. He keep her under his wing, keep her getting a couple dollars or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised if Kevin knocked their ass off on a sneak tip. But Tiffany Haddish is not funny. Cat Williams didn't lie when he said that. She is not funny at all. Shit. Two wackest women comedians that think they the shit is Jess Hilarious and Tiffany Haddish. Them two to me are not good comedians. They swear they the shit. Especially Jess. She swears she the shit. Little tranny looking ugly ass. Let me shut up, man. And she wasn't sold out and married a non, but never mind. Let me be quiet, man. Yeah, she drinking that goddamn. She drinking that coon juice. That juice. Coon juice. Man, man, man. That's hilarious. But that's a shame though, that you could be bored. And your integrity should never be bored. It should never be bored. Damn. Oh well. Oh well. Man, man, man. Them white boys is up there. They were loving that shit. Oh, I get to be racist, and no one's going to cancel me because Kevin Hart co-signed it. Oh, they was loving it. And what happened to the Cavaliers last night? Man, that damn. Listen, I told y'all before that damn James Harden is a goddamn choke artist. He never shows up in the playoffs. The big game, he got cooked last night. How you up by 22 points in the fourth quarter and lose? I went to bed. I thought the Cavaliers had the damn game. Went to sleep. Woke up. TV still on. I see the next coach talking about the comeback. What's that comeback? When? What? And Kevin Hart. James Harden never had no good defense. Why would y'all have him on Brunson? Brunson was smoking him. You said Jess got nice lips. Yeah, Jess be good to smoke a pole. That's about it. But listen, all you Knicks fans, all you New Yorkers, all y'all doing is getting yourself hyped for a letdown. Y'all going to lose in the finals. Y'all not beating San Antonio. You ain't beating OKC. No matter, can't neither one of y'all beat one of those teams. And I hope it's San Antonio. I want San Antonio to win the whole thing. Because that boy Wemby is special. He plays with aggression. I love it. So all the Knicks people, I saw Fabulous in the front row. I saw Patrick Ewing, all the old washed up players that never won shit because of Michael Jordan. Y'all getting all happy just like y'all did last year. Because remember, y'all got to this point last year, then y'all lost 4-2 to the Pacers. Now I don't think the Cavaliers are going to. I think the Cavaliers are going to make it an interesting series, but they lack defense. So the Knicks are probably going to win this in 6 or 7 games, and y'all going to lose in the finals. Y'all going to be salty. You mock my words. He said the hate is real. No, man, I'm just keeping it real. Y'all ain't listen. Y'all just like my Sixers. We ain't won shit in a long time. Matter of fact, I think we won a title sooner than y'all did. When the last time New York won a title? We won a title in '83. When the last time y'all won a title? I think it was in the '70s. So y'all just as sorry as we are. So I'm not hating. I know my team's sorry. Shit, I admit it. My football team ain't sorry. But my basketball team, my Sixers are sorry. But I'm just keeping it real. Knicks ain't never won shit because of Jordan, and y'all ain't gonna win shit this year. I'll put money on it. I put money I ain't winning the title this year. It ain't happening. And like I said, I ain't got nothing against Brunson. Brunson went to Villanova and stuff like that in the Philly area. Shout out to him, Bridges. Shout out to him. You know what I mean? Like y'all got some good players. I mean, Brunson is an old school. Matter of fact, he fits New York perfectly. And I remember all the people that didn't even want Brunson when he came to New York said it was a horrible trade and the whole 9 yards. Y'all remember that? I remember. I'm a sports fan first. Now they all on his dick. But I'm telling you what's going to happen. The New York Knicks are the Dallas Cowboys of the NBA. Do real good, get you all hype, and they're going to let you down at the end. Stephen A. going to be up there mad, all them New Yorkers. Yeah, they won in '73. No name. What's the deal? I did think we had a chance to get y'all. I really did. I thought we were going to beat y'all. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I mean, y'all smoked us. I mean, swept. See, we did y'all a favor. We did y'all a favor. We beat Boston for y'all because Boston was going to give y'all that L this year because Boston wanted that revenge. But I can't take nothing from y'all. Y'all swept us. Ain't no excuses. It's nowhere in the world we should have got swept by y'all. Nowhere in the world. To get swept, I would have been okay if we'd have lost the 7 games, but to get swept, that's unacceptable. But I'm telling you what I know. The Knicks will not win the championship this year. Do you really think they could beat the Spurs or the Thunder? Get the fuck out of here. If you think that, you smoking Ready Rock. They're too deep. And you know why? I'm gonna tell you why. Because the Thunder and the Spurs both play defense. And they can score. Cleveland doesn't play defense. A team that plays defense knocks off the Knicks. That's why y'all lost the Pacers last year because the Pacers play defense. Harden can't play no defense. He's never been known for playing defense. Donovan Mitchell ain't no good defensive player. So y'all going to win this series. Y'all going to the finals. And you're going to lose to one of them West teams. What y'all going to do with Wemby? What you going to do with Alexandra? You man, shit. And the rest of their players. And they play defense. That's the thing. Just like in football, defense win championships. The same thing in the NBA. You say it's all good. I'm just telling you the truth, bro. Listen, don't get you. Listen, you can get your hopes up if you want to, but you're gonna hear my voice when it happens. You're gonna be like, "Damn, Monty was right." I'm telling you, that boy Wimby, that boy 11. That boy nice, man. King, what's the deal? I'm telling you, the boy. Listen, the boy Wimby, he has the potential to be one of the best centers of all time if he keep up on his pace. If he put a little, he's dominating at a skinny frame. Imagine he put a little bit more muscle on. Because what Victor does is he can shoot threes, foul shots, mid-range jumper, and he goes to the hole and slam on you. And he plays defense. He's a complete center. We haven't seen no center like that in a very long time. Shaq was a dominant center, but he wasn't a complete center. He couldn't shoot foul shots, couldn't shoot threes. It's hard to find complete centers. One of the complete centers, I would say, besides the threes, because he wasn't shooting threes back then, that could school the fuck out of you and give you that work was Akeem Olajuwon. Akeem Olajuwon, see Wilt Chamberlain, they before my time. I didn't, I seen highlights of them, but I didn't watch them play. Yeah, look, G just said he a Knicks fan, but the Western Conference teams are juggernauts. That's what I'm trying to tell you, man. Like it's not it's not no hating, bro. I'm just telling it like it is. Now, can I be honest and tell you, do I like New York? Fuck no, I don't like the Knicks. Man, listen, y'all motherfuckers swept us. Why would I like you? Plus, New York, I never really cared for New York, and I'm gonna tell you why. And I always said this, and there's no disrespect to my New Yorkers, because a lot of y'all are some cool dudes, man. A lot of my subscribers are from New York, but y'all be super arrogant for nothing, super cocky, too much traffic, too much high. But I give y'all prop because y'all have great fashion. Y'all have the best rappers alive, dead end. You know what I'm saying? Like, Philly got good rappers, but I got to keep it real. My GOAT is Nas. So where he from? New York. So I give y'all props on that. But Y'all just be extra cocky for nothing. Word is born. Done. What up, son? Hit me on my jack. Yo, Don. What up, Dunny? Hey, they showing the old Jones of the Knicks. Y'all niggas ain't win shit. I watch those games. I watch all of them with Starks and all that shit. I'm watching the clip right now when fucking Pippen is dunked on Ewing. And don't get me wrong, Ewing was a pretty good center, but he wasn't great. But he was good. Patrick Ewing was good. Look at him. Boom. Slammed on Ewing, then pushed him down. That's what I'm talking about. He slammed on that nigga. Jerk chicken style. Yeah, man. that John Starks, I couldn't stand him. He's a little pesky little motherfucker, boy. He had heart though. Charles Oakley was he did the dirty work, but he was garbage too. Anthony Mason was good, a good cleanup man. I know sports. Bernard King, yeah. Bernard King was um. You said if he wasn't from my city, I wouldn't be saying that. What you talking about? Who you talking about? Now, it depends because I got Embiid and I'm tired of it. I want Embiid to go because Embiid can't stay healthy. The way Wemby plays is the way Embiid need to play. Use your height, use your advantage, and go to the hole, man. Like, man, I'm old school, man. When the old NBA in the '80s and '90s, the motherfuckers went to the hole. That's how I play basketball. I always play ball like a big man. I go to the hole. Fuck shooting jumpers. I'll shoot them, but I like going to the hole. I want to lay your ass up. Take that body. You know what I'm saying? Elbows and shit like that. That's how I was raised. Shit, Wemby, man, he'll spin off you, slam like he don't. Man, they ain't got no answers for him. So I can't wait to watch the New York Knicks lose in the finals. Oh, I'm gonna take pleasure in it. I'm gonna take pleasure in it because y'all gonna be so sorry. Fat Joe, Fabulous, Spike Lee, Latrell Sprewell, Patrick Ewing, all them all Frazier, with Walt Frazier. That's the last time y'all won a chip when Walt Frazier won that shit with y'all. That was like shit. Like 50 some years ago. Shit. Last time y'all won a title shit, that was before Planet Rock even came out. That shit came out a long ass time ago. No, I ain't listened to Drake album. Um, yeah, I ain't. I've been hearing about it. I've been hearing about it. Oh, Xavier McDaniel. Yeah, I remember. I forgot all. You know what's crazy? I think my pop had a pair of them sneaks. Xavier McDaniel Jones. Then they had the Patrick Ewing Jones or whatever. I roasted him for having them damn sneaks. He a big Sixer fan. Where you get them Jones from? Yeah, back in the day. Man, you said we cocky with Philly dudes ain't humble at all. Shit. Not like y'all. The most cockiest people in the world. If you want to go by major city, it would be New York first, LA two, Philly third. I would say that, yeah. But no, New York dudes is super cocky. Cut it out. You know it, man. Y'all some cocky motherfuckers, man. And it's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with having a little swag and cockiness. But I'm telling you what's gonna happen. I'm just warning you. I'm preparing you, son. Word up, done. What up, Dunny? You know what I mean? Y'all gonna be real tight, son. You're gonna be real tight when y'all don't win the title this year, son. uh he said don't be mad because AI the only one that support them bum ass. Listen, I ain't gonna argue with you about that because I told you myself. I admitted it myself about my squad. So I'm not gonna argue with you about it. You're right. But guess what? At least we won a title. Y'all ain't won a title since the '70s. We won some in the '80s. Well, so it is what it is. It's both was a long time ago. '83 was a long time ago, but y'all motherfuckers ain't win since the '70s. When women had afros on their pussy. That's the last time y'all won a title. Women was walking around with afros on their pussy. You said what's going on for the holiday weekend? I'm throwing a cookout. It's gonna rain here. It's supposed to rain the whole weekend. It's supposed to get chilly. It's crazy. We in a heat wave right now. Today is the last day of the heat wave. And then literally tomorrow is gonna be 60 degrees. The last 3 days we was between 92 and 100. And it's weather crazy. But yeah, it's supposed to be like a sucky weekend. Cause I thought about throwing something on the grill. But if it's gonna rain, what's the point? That's why I said both our squads ain't shit. We ain't win shit. Yeah, yeah, I don't yeah, I don't really listen to Drake like that. I mean, he all right, but like they ain't my shit. Like, oh, I gotta go listen to a Drake album. Like, nah, I'm good. If it's a song that if I hear and it's catchy, I rock with it. But I'm not looking for his album. Yeah, I don't really fuck with him like that. The younger generation be saying he a goat. He the goat. Nah, I'm like, nah, not at all. Not at all. We got to stop with that blasphemy. Drake not better than Jay-Z or Nas. Shit, Drake ain't better than DMX. My opinion. You said I gotta support the light skin. No, the fuck I don't. I support what's good. And I'm not saying he ain't good, but he ain't a goat. Now, if you want to say he a great rapper or from because he get numbers and stuff, okay, cool. But to put him as a goat status, nah, nah, not he wouldn't be my goat. You know, nah, I wouldn't put him there personally. But to each his own, man. Music is subjective, just like comedy is. You said Drake better than Jay-Z? Shit. Nah. No, I doubt it. I doubt it. Not at all, man. Not at all. Um, shit. Let me think for a minute. How many rappers I think better than Drake? Since we on the subject, Jay Z, Nas, DMX. Um, shit, Jadakiss. I think Jadakiss is better than him. Uh, Shit, I'm about to say some names that y'all might not agree with, but I'm just going strictly off of see some of y'all going off of record sales and stuff like that. But see, just because you don't have certain sales don't mean you ain't great. It's all about it's just like with the YouTube thing. I'm better than a lot of these other YouTubers, but they got bigger numbers than me. Sometimes it's about getting seen and getting in the algorithm and stuff like that. But if you go this lyrical shit, I put Beanie Siegel over fucking Drake. You want to keep it 100? Beanie Siegel in his prime? Shit. Nigga, I'll put Pusha T over motherfucking Drake. shit, I maybe start going down the list, man. I know some of y'all gonna get mad. Y'all Drake fanboys gonna get mad, but you know, um, shit. Let me think. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. I mean, like I said, Drake has some nice songs. That John he had from years ago. Hey, hey, hey. You know what I'm talking about. I never find a lover. You know, whatever, whatever. Yeah, and you're right. He's more of a pop artist because he do the singing and the little John. Shit. Um, I put 50 Cent over fucking Drake. Be honest with you. I resonate with that music way more than Drake's. Like when I get in the wheel, I'm like, yeah, I'm put that Drake. No, nigga, I ain't put no fucking. Listen. I ain't put no fucking Drake on. Yeah, real talk. Where she said Outcast, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say both members. I would say Andre 3000, but I wouldn't say Big Boy. I'm not a big boy fan like that. He all right, but I always prefer Andre over him. Shit, I'm trying to think who else. Like which call was disrespecting Big Daddy Kane. He getting a little beside himself. You know what I mean? He got him some new veneers, and he think he the shit. Max B, calm the fuck down, dog. Talking about he was hating on Big Daddy Kane and because Big Daddy Kane from back in the day and still touring, but dog, you come on, you ain't put in enough work to be on a Big Daddy Kane level. And he should know better. He old enough to remember. He should know better. When Big Daddy Kane came out back in the day, what Big Daddy Kane was him. Big Daddy Kane was the original Jay-Z. For real, for real. And everybody be glazing Rakim. I always thought Big Daddy Kane was better than Rakim, in my opinion. And then niggas forgot the work that LL Cool J put in too. Niggas be forgetting about these legends, man, that put in that work. Yeah, exactly. He said Drake made great songs for the radio and clubs. Yeah. Drake is better than Max B. Yeah, I forgot about Big Pun. Yeah, Big Pun definitely was a lyricist. He definitely was a lyricist. Yeah, Biggie. Um, yeah, you saw they fired Jason Kidd. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, Buster Rhymes. Yeah, there you go. I forget. Buster Rhymes. Listen, shit. Buster Rhymes can do a verses with anybody, in my opinion. And if I had to choose between Buster Rhymes and Drake, I'm choosing Buster Rhymes. Now I know Drake got a lot of radio hits and all that, but man, listen, don't sleep on Buster Rhymes. If somebody put Afro Man, you out of pocket. Yeah. Shout out to Afro Man. Shit, that Randy Walters, son of a bitch, is a classic. That one, Lick 'em Low Lisa. Lick 'em Low Lisa is my personal favorite. Lick 'em Low Lisa, eating pussy like pizza. What's up, Will Cox? What hoes at? Lick 'em low, Lisa. But the trying to think. Shit. Who else? I would put. I'm trying to remember. Well, somebody said Wu Tang. Wu Tang is a group, so you can't put a group against one person. I don't know. It's just certain rap that I'm used to, what I grew up listening to. Like Mobb Deep's like one of my favorite, you know, rap groups. And if I had an opportunity to listen to Mobb Deep or Drake, I'm putting in Mobb Deep. I'm sorry. I'm just that's just what it is. Oh yeah, LL Cool J. You know, I grew up on LL Cool J, so LL Cool J was that boy. Yeah, Red Man. Yeah, Brick City. I fuck with Red Man heavy. I was never a KRS-One fan. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I just never liked them. I don't know why. I just don't. It's just something about him. I respect that he's a good lyricist and all of that because he did have a couple songs that I listened to. I was like that joint fly, but it just I don't know. I'm just not big on KRS-One. Nigga said Nate Dogg. No, Drake definitely better than Nate. Rest in peace, Nate Dogg. 7-7. What's the deal? I'm not a big Ice Cube fan. To be honest with you, I'm more of a fan of his work with music. I mean, not music with movies than his music catalog. Not saying he whack, but I just wasn't like I said. I listened. MWA was my ish. You know, I had their first John. You know, I remember all that. I remember all that. It don't matter, just don't bite it. Classic. All them joints. But I just like when it came to like really like rocking with it. Like to say like his lyrics is like, oh my god. Like everybody was like, oh that no Vaseline. That shit was overrated, in my opinion. I'm just being honest. It was overrated. It wasn't a bad diss track, but they hyped it up like it wasn't better than Hit 'Em Up. Hit 'Em Up was a classic. It wasn't better. It wasn't better than Ether. It just wasn't. But I respect what he brung to the rap. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I would say. You say even Eminem is better. Um, I don't know. I don't know if I would. I don't know. That would be a good versus Drake versus Eminem. I think that'd be a damn good versus. You ask me. Yeah, Drake versus Eminem would be a good versus. With them lonely songs. Now my top five. No. One person I would say that can give a lot of that can give Nas and Jay Z and Biggie a run for their money is B Stinger. Yeah, I think B Stinger um catalog is basically like you can't really compete with that. I haven't heard rapping like that good in a very long time. Like that style of rapping has been like unheard of. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? I gotta get credit where credit is due. Like that dude B Stinger album, um, I think the name of it was called "Man One Deep" or something like that. That joint fire. Yeah, that joint real fire. And he had this one song called He Went Too Deep, you know. Yo, he was spitting on that joint, like spitting. I was like, wow. Yeah. Oh yeah, they try to Malcolm X me. Oh yeah, that joint right there is up there, but that's a classic. I was like, yo, when I heard that joint, I couldn't believe how good it was. Yeah, shout out to him, man. Like we need more lyricists and spitters. We need more lyricists and spitters that can understand the culture. And the reason why I think that song was so good that he did was because you got to remember the Godfather hip hop Bambaataa, you know, shot that nut in his mouth and he swallowed it and it gave him like the power to be a great lyricist. That's what I think happened. Yeah, it was. I mean, you kind of can't beat that. You kind of can't beat that at all. Okay. All right. You want that other fruit with the what you call it? Yeah. All right, Todd. Enjoy your weekend, bro. Fully live. What's the deal? Yeah, man. You said Five God One Ghost. Yeah, I ain't never heard none of his music. I ain't never heard none of it, so I couldn't tell you. Mike, what's the deal, bro? Legends, what's going on? Yeah, you can't make those type of lyrics up. Really, if you think about it. Fresh. Found it. Damn, fresh. I heard it fall. Turn the light on. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yeah, I'm back. Hey, Juice, man, why you coming in here with all that weirdo shit, man? Cut it out. No. Hey, I can't help yourself with the trolling, man. Can't help yourself. I told you I'm gonna start taxing you, goddamn trolls, man. I'm gonna start taxing you. Yeah, real talk, bro. You know the people that were real roasters wasn't at the Kevin Hart thing. He had a bunch of white people up there, a couple of sprinkle of black people, but a bunch of white boys. This shit was a shit show, man. It definitely was a shit show. Yeah, I watched that show Nemesis. I finished it. I'm waiting for season 2 to come out. Yeah, a lot of people from Power was on there. Yeah, real good show. Real good series. I enjoyed it. Goddamn Cold Train. Good old Cold Train. People crack me up when they send me a message on my thing, right? On my video. They be like, this one of the few times I agree with you. Like I gave a fuck the other times you didn't agree with me. what's, what's the point of you saying that? If you agree with the video, just show me some love and say you agree with the video. Not all that is one of the few times I agree. Shut up. Now crack me up with that. Like your opinion means something. Your opinion means nothing. People funny as hell with that shit. Y'all funny, man. It's like when you get to a stop sign way before the other person, and you see them pulling up, and then they wave you to go, like they doing you a favor when you know, like you don't get the f out of here, man. Stop playing with me. People be bugging out. Yeah, I don't even know what that means. You say I know how to get sturdy. I don't even know what the hell that means, man. You in here trolling. I know how to make my balls clap against the clitoris. I know how to do that. Jukebox said, "Of course he is." Yeah, you must be coming in from the title. Yeah. He definitely is a sellout, bro. I gotta admit it. He's definitely a sellout. It's a shame, but hey, man, it is what it is. One bites the Another one bites the dust. That bread will sometimes make a person. And you know what? And it's not just the men, because the women too. Same thing with some of these influencers. They get a little couple dollars. They start acting like their shit don't stink. It's the same thing. It's something with our culture that with our some of our people, when we get a little something, we act uppity, and that's the worst type of black person. That's almost worse than more of a racist white person, like an uppity black person. That is the worst. No, I don't do that drill music. I never like drill music. Never, ever. No disrespect to it, but that ain't my thing at all. I'm simple, man. Give me some good R&B, some good rap, um, some jazz here and there. I even like a couple of the gospel songs. Some of them be all right. Like my joint is called the joint called "Call 'Em Up." That's my shit there. Well, I mean, like I said, you said it breaks your heart how Kevin Hart. Listen, man, money will change people, man. Which called it like that too, to a certain like a little kind of like little sellout too. I ain't gonna say sellout, but I'll say like he acting extra cocky that he got the money. Get Gilly for $1 million worth of game. He act super cocky too. That's why a lot of people be basically preferring Wallow over him. Like he another goofy. But him and Kevin Hart on two different playing fields. But yeah, just speaking on and people that get a couple of hours and act stupid, act like they lost their mind. He's definitely one of them. Yeah, you definitely juice, man. Why you in here trolling, man? You say don't ask me I listen to Bad Bunny. You really trolling. Yeah, real talk. Where he said Gilly act like he speak for all of Philadelphia. It's like, man, if you don't get your nut ass out of here, man, like I try to like Gilly, but I just realize I don't like his character, man. I just don't. It's certain people that was in the streets and they change and they try to be humble, and he just a goofy to me, man. That's just how I feel about it. That's just my opinion. He definitely do. He definitely do. But I ain't, nah. That's why I don't listen to his shows. None of that shit, man. I don't support dude at all. Real goofy ass dude, man. I kind of see why Oskino be cooking him. Be cooking his toast. I know eventually Oskino gonna have to move on because you're gonna get tired of hearing the same stories about Gilly and Meek Mills and stuff like that. Like we know Meek phony. I never liked Meek Mills as well. I never cared for him. It's something about his spirit. I don't know what it is, and it's crazy because we both Tarses, but it's something about his spirit, man. I don't like that dude, man. Like I'm glad to see. Beanie Siegel had a lot of shit going on back in the day. He did a lot of fucked up shit, but he doing his thing as a businessman. You can't do nothing but respect it. Shout out to Beanie. I mean, I fuck with Oskino, but him saying, "Oh, he a Ninja Turtle now. He's selling pizzas." That man providing a living for his family. I remember when Beans was down and out, and when he lost when that nigga was dressing bumpy and you know what I'm saying? Like I remember niggas was clowning him when they saw him in Walmart, which ain't nothing. What's wrong with shopping at Walmart? Rich people shop at Walmart. What's wrong with Walmart? But so the fact that he doing his thing from the food truck and he partnered up with Santucci's, like, listen, down at University City, shit, the fuck, I might go down there today and support it. Come and think about it, shit, I might just go down there today. No, no, not today, because I just had pizza the other day. I try not to eat too much pizza and shit. That red sauce fuck with my stomach, so I'm gonna wait a little bit. But so yeah, there's no such thing as the king of Philly. People crack me up when they say that. There's no such thing. And then even if you wanted to give someone that title, that would have to go to Will Smith because he's done the most from the city. And then the queen of Philly would have to be Patti LaBelle. So at the end of the day, I mean, you need to stop that. Philly said a lot of famous Philly people ain't really representing us in the best light. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Like I said, Kevin Hart got Hollywood. He went like No disrespect to LA, but that's not a place I would ever want to live in. I don't give a fuck if I hit the Powerball, the Mega Million. I don't care. Like, that's not a place that I would ever want to go live at. But people go up to Hollywood and they love it there, and they just forget and act a certain way. They get around them bougie ass crowds, get around them white folks that's only faking being cool with you because you got money and fame. Like I said earlier about Kevin Hart leaving his first wife, she was rocking with that dude when he ain't had nothing. Loyalty is hard to come by, especially in today's society, today's climate. Shit, it's hard to have loyalty. The fact that um he had it at one time. Again, I'm not saying his wife don't love him, but I think she loved that bank account more than anything else. You know, some of them women be like, "I learned to love him." Yeah, I bet you do. Motherfucker get put you in a mansion, put you in any car you want, unlimited shopping sprees. That make you love a motherfucker real good. Love you long time. I mean, am I wrong? Somebody tell me I'm saying something wrong. You know, the loyalty is where it's at, man. You know, and a lot of athletes they don't they fuck up with that. But like, entertainers. But like I said, shout out to the Sam Jacksons, the Denzel Washingtons, LeBron James. Um, who else? Who else? It's certain other guys that have been down with women for a while. They women been down with them. Like that bitch Shawnee that was messing with Shaq. She even said, oh, she ain't never really loved Shaq. She loved the lifestyle. She used Shaq. Big goofy nigga. She used him. I ain't saying what Shaq was doing was right, but she should have known that. NBA player with all that money and fame, badass bitches throwing themselves at him. I'm not saying that's a part of the game. You should have known it or not marry him. You already know what time it is. He gotta get that shit out of his system. But as long as he coming home to you and taking care of you and the fucking kids, you should just turn the blind eye. Because you think going to another man gonna make it better. You gonna go to the other man, he gonna do the same shit. But yeah, same thing with dumbass Michael Jordan. He had him a real one with Juanita. Got caught up or whatever. She got that little payout, whatever, as she should have because she put in that work. She put in a lot of years with him. He go get with this broad, knowing damn well. Look at Michael Jordan's wife, her age, and look at her and look at Michael Jordan. Take out the money. Take out the Air Jordan. Would she be with him? Would she be with him? We know the answer. Hell to the no. Queen Shay, what's the deal? I don't know. She wouldn't be with him. Them dudes is glorified tricks. I'm just gonna call it like I see it. Them athletes and movie stars, most of them are glorified tricks. The women, only Steve Harvey, another one. He another one. That woman with you because what you could provide for her. Yeah, I'm still going to church. Yeah, yeah, I've been going every Sunday. Only Sunday I missed was Mother's Day because I was out of town. But yeah, I've been going. I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. I'm going again this Sunday. The church people they starting the people that go they starting to embrace me a little more. They trying to low key pressure me to join the church. I'm like, nah, I'm not ready for that yet. Don't rush me. I do it if I know. I don't even know if I want that to be my church home. I might go to Pastor Gino Jennings church and I might feel at home there. I don't know yet, but I have been going. And of course, there's things about church that I don't like, but I mean, you're not going to get nothing foolproof wherever you go. So, and also too, you don't need church to praise God. You can praise God anywhere, anytime, any place. Always remember that too. You know, to me, honestly, I view church as a place where Some people get spiritual healing. They get but it's a business too. I mean, let's not sugarcoat that. Church is a business. That's why they ask for tithes and offerings twice. Some churches do it 3 times. So yeah, I might have to start church hopping, bro. So I can figure out which one. But I'm trying to support my wife and shit. Go to her church for a little while, and then I'll see. You know, she had already told me. She's like, you want to go try another church, you can. But I'm trying to support her for now. And then see what I want to do. See what I want to do. You said Sarah's in a real church now? Really? I ain't never heard that. In a perfect world, church will only be a half an hour. I would love that. Give me a half. Half an hour would be great. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Yeah, but come on, dog. You want to go outside? You want to go outside? Bless you. Sit outside before it gets too hot. Oh, that's a nice little breeze. Oh, that felt good. Beautiful breeze. You sound clapping sheets. No, I ain't hear your girl over here, bro. She told me she wanted to chill for a little while because you was starting to fall in and she was feeling some type of way. You was feeling some type of way, so I didn't want to keep doing that, keep destroying that coochie like that the way I was doing it. Woo! Oh man. Oh, this air feels so good. Oh man, if we can stay like this all day. Oh, it feels so good. Damn. I appreciate you. You said people ride the bandwagon. Yeah, well, with me, I always just keep it real how I feel. And sometimes I might have a change of heart with something. If I have a change of heart or something, I'm man enough to come out and say, hey, because like I said, I was riding for Kevin Hart before, what I mean? And I still like Kevin Hart. I'm not going to sit here and say I don't like him. I still like Kevin Hart. But, with that roast, it opened up my eyes to see that he allowed a lot of those racist jokes and allowed Cheryl Underwood to be attacked, her husband to be attacked, her late husband to be attacked like that. That was some coonish behavior, and then he doubled down on it and said it was that he enjoyed it. To me, that's he was drinking that coon juice. And when you get that bread and you become Hollywood, sometimes I guess they call it the in crowd. You become a part of this so-called in crowd. It changes you who you are as a man and integrity, because if someone in Kevin Hart family, if his wife committed suicide and somebody up there joking about it, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't like it. So So you know, I had like a little change of heart when it came to Kevin Hart, man. I think he on some sucker shit, but it is what it is, man. You know, you said I always do, bro. You said I make a video saying how people hating on someone, and then I do the same. How am I hating? How am I hating? I don't get it. I don't see how you see that. People was hating on Kevin Hart's success. They was. Kevin, what's his name? Cat Williams was. But calling out that he cooning, that's not hating. I mean, you let a bunch of white comedians say a bunch of racial jokes and then go deeper and deeper about Cheryl Underwood, which called her husband, and you double down on it, and she doubled down on it. They both drinking the coon juice. So, I mean, I don't have to hate on nobody because what he make and don't affect my life one way or the other. Whether Kevin Hart is filthy rich or broke, I worry about me. It's something to talk about, and that's what it is. But it was a lot of people hating on Kevin Hart. I stand on that. I stand on that. I ain't taking that part back. People were hating on him because he was very successful. Do I think he's a top comedian? No, but I don't think he's garbage neither. He worked hard to get where he's at. So to me, I always respect him for that. That's why I always respect Stephen A. Smith because Stephen A. Smith worked hard. People call him a coon and this, that, and the other. I don't think he's a coon. I really don't. He can only say but so much when he working for Disney. He can only say but so much when he working for people that are white that pay his salary. But as far as helping a bunch of black people, I've seen Stephen A. do it. So you said black people are the worst. I agree with you. I ain't gonna say black people in general. I'll say niggas. Not with the ER, but ignorant people are the worst. It feel good out here, doggy, don't it? Don't feel good, buddy. I might give you a bath today. Yeah, fuck paying the groomer. I could do it myself. Yeah, I'm gonna give you a bath today. Yeah, it's gonna be hot too. I might do it outside. That's the only thing about these high maintenance dogs, man. You gotta constantly get them cut. I don't even like paying $40 for a haircut, let alone 70 something for a damn dog. And he a small dog at that. Oh no, I know he a troll. Yeah, I heard about the lady that fell down in the manhole. That's rest in peace to her. That's a horrible way to die. Yeah, I saw that. I did see that on the news. Yeah, rest in peace to that lady. Yeah, she wow. Yeah, that's been a lot of stuff going on. I saw that they said it happened a while ago, but they just now showing the video of the UPS plane that blew up on the runway because the engine thing fell out or something. But they said it was old, but that's a horrible way to go too. And when you see stuff like that, I don't know about y'all, but that always scares me thinking about getting on the airplane because I don't care what you're talking about. When I get on the airplane, I'm always afraid. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now lately, being as though I've been trying to be closer to God, I have been a little bit more relaxed on a plane, but I understand that things happen. So especially when you hit that turbulence, you hit a little bit of turbulence, or the you already hear that going doom, doom, and every time I do that, I be like, what the hell? And then I get happy when I hear the stewardess or the flight attendant come say some stuff, or the captain will come. Oh, we had cruising such and such. We be there. Oh, okay. I feel a little better. And that's why when I get off, I always thank the pilots. If I see them standing there, I always I say, thank you for getting us there safe. I thank God and I thank him because him or she, but because like them guys are heroes, man. I don't care what you talking about. I don't care what you're talking about. Oh, this a quick. This is off kilter for a second, so don't mind me. But this is to my Philly people. If you had to do a poll, right? Who would you say in Philly has the best smokers? The best tricks? What part of the city would you say? Would you say North Philly, West Philly, South Philly, Northeast? You know what I mean? Like I want to do a little poll. Who got the best smokers? Like over time or whatever. Hey, Juice Man, you love trolling me, bro. You keep saying I'm your hero. Hit that cash app then, since I'm your hero. I told you that before. I'm supposed to be your hero. Oh, you said how I been, Wilcox. I can't complain, bro. Shit, I'm good right now, man. Listen, I'm sitting out here, nice, beautiful breeze before it go up to 95 degrees today in the shade. Got my dog sitting right next to me. I had me a good breakfast I made this morning. Look, man, life is good. I can't complain, man. Can't complain at all, man. I know one thing. I can't wait to go back down Myrtle Beach, man. Listen. I'm loving Myrtle Beach. Shout out to Myrtle Beach, man. Shout out to all my South Carolina people, man. The Boardway, I guess that's the north side of Myrtle Beach or whatever. That's the side I prefer. Good vibes down there, man. Shout out to the South in general, man. Like, parts I've been in the South always, but I ain't gonna lie though. That last time I was in Atlanta, I wasn't feeling it. But other than that, shout out to the South. Oh, it's two people that run that page. You and your wife run that page, Baxter. I didn't even know. I just always assumed it was a man. Shit. I don't be knowing. I mean, one of my longtime subscribers, Cashmere, before he put his profile pic up or whatever, I had to ask him. I said, "Are you a female or man?" I couldn't tell from the name. He said, "I'm a homie." I said, "Oh, all right. That's my next door neighbor, man. He right there in New Jersey." Yeah, shout out to South Jersey, man. I love it over there too. What's up, Jess? What's the deal, boo? I'm about to hit you up yesterday, but I know how your schedule be, man. You be more busier than a goddamn president, so I try not to bother you too much. But yeah, Boardway is my shit, man. I love, man. I love it over there so much. We had so much fun, man. Like we took the old town pictures and stuff, and um, yeah, I can't think of nothing negative to say about that trip. I mean, the people with the Airbnb, but that worked the stuff out. But other than that, just being with family, even the malls down there wasn't bad. They had pretty decent malls. I mean, they ain't fucking with a King of Prussia right outside of Philly, but it wasn't bad. Hey, we did the mall, we did the outlet, we did a whole bunch of stuff, man. Food was good. Wasn't It was hot down there, but it wasn't like too bad because we went when it was like before it got stupid hot. Because that South Carolina heat, that humidity down there is something different. Oh yeah, every time we go down there, every year we always do the Western photos. So we did the little Western photo joint, and shit, I just hung them up on my wall a couple days ago. Yeah, we good family portrait. And probably do another one there. I'll probably go down because that's like our tradition. We go down there around my birthday, and that's like the tradition. And the flight, it don't even take you long to get there. Like, and then shout out to Myrtle Beach Airport, man. Y'all airport is so smooth, no BS. Like, man, I would never want to go to Atlanta Airport again. You hear me? I would. Oh, that's the biggest airport I have ever been in, and I'm cool. Fuck Atlanta Airport. No, you know what's crazy? Um, I was going to play the Top Golf. It's funny you said that, but we didn't. We didn't play the Top Golf. We had we did the go karts. One of the places we went to. I don't think that was on the Broadway though. I forgot. It was in Myrtle Beach somewhere. I forgot. But we went to the play center for the kids. Me and my youngest daughter rode the go karts, and um, the kids didn't get on none of the rides because we was going. You know, they didn't really want to get on the rides. What else? We did we did so much, man. I'm sitting here trying to remember. We did a lot of eating. I tell you that. We was going to a bunch of different spots to eat, and it was fun. Only thing I don't know if I can get used to. What I noticed, which a lot of people have down south, and I'm pretty sure y'all got gas stoves. Why y'all have a lot of electric stoves down south? I've been noticing that. Like every Airbnb I rent, condo or whatever, even with the houses, and I'm a gas stove guy. I don't like them electric stoves. Is that a down south thing or what? Because I noticed even when I was in Virginia, they electric stove, electric stove. I'm like, where the gas stove at? Man, listen, I was just enjoying the time with the family, man. Watching my grandkids run around and play and stuff like that, you know, make you feel good. Come up to you, hey Pop Pop, love you Pop Pop, or they sing Happy Birthday, like that shit would melt your heart, man. You know what I mean? You gotta be a grandfather to understand that shit though. But hell yeah, we walked the strip. We sure did. That joint big as hell too. That boardway, that joint go all the way around, big ass circle. Yeah, we walked that whole joint, and they had we fed the fish. You know the part when you go by the water where they got the speedboats at, when you could pay to get on the speedboat and they do the tricks and you can feed they, they it's $5 to feed the fish. You get the shit out of the machine and then you all these big ass look like catfish that jump out the water and you be feeding them. Yeah, we fed the fish. I had the kids feed the fish. And shit, yeah, we was all over that board way. All over that joint. Then I want the Shoney's, all my greedy people. Oh my God, I love Shoney's, man. He said, "Shall we begin?" He's stupid. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. You went to the eye doctor, man. I'm glad your eyes is good. Yeah, they yeah, it was great. And I'm gonna do I'm gonna do the golf next time I go down there. Another tourist place, you know, I recommend people going in the late spring or summer because because it'll be too cold. Is Niagara Falls, Canada side. You know, that's I always have a lot. I've been there twice. I always have a lot of fun going there too. So if you've never been to Niagara Falls, what I mean, try it out. They got this block called Clifton Hill. It's a cheesy block, it's like tourist stuff on each side of the street from Ripley's Believe It or Not, top, golf, miniature golf, bowling, laser tag, different places to eat, you know. Um, but yeah, that joint cool. Then the falls itself, and then, And all through the Niagara area, I'd be riding all through there, going to different restaurants, trying different stuff. But yeah, that's a nice spot to go to too. And every time I went, the 2 times I went, it's always clean. And Niagara Falls, like in that little area, they keep it clean. They keep it very clean. I mean, I was loving that shit. I was like, oh man, look at this, is beautiful. No, we did that maze stuff. We did that the last time because that wasn't my first time there. We had did all that other stuff before. We had did the upside down house. That shit was a jip. All them other activities we had did before. That's why we didn't do them this time. Oh, you just using your white phone? Oh, okay. Yeah, that was it was good because the last time we was there, we went to both beaches. We went to the north side, we went to the other side where the water is, the actual beach or whatever. Because that's where we stayed at. The other condo we stayed at the last time was on the actual beach, like feet away from the water. And then where we stayed at the Myrtle Woods was like a mile from the boardway. But yeah, I recommend it, y'all. Myrtle Beach, Niagara Falls. I always have fun in Dominican Republic, but I get sick every time I go. That's why I'm not going back. Every time I go, something I eat or drink there makes me sick. Every single time. And I'm like, that's it for me. No more Dominican Republic. The resort was beautiful, breathless, the adult joint, but no, my next Caribbean joints are either going to be Aruba or Turks and Caicos. He said, "What up with there?" Because I can. I don't know. I cut Steve Fiver off, man. I stopped fucking with him. I talk to Steve here and there. You know what I mean? Like he moved back in with his pop. He back on it. I don't even want to ask him if he back drinking. He probably is. I don't even care at this point, man. I got to worry about my own life. Worry about what I got going on. I can't worry about nobody else shit, especially if they don't want to do better. Shit, I'm sitting here thinking about how many barbecues I'm gonna have this year. I ain't worried about no. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't do a whole lot last year. This year I definitely want to have at least three public barbecues. The rest will be like intimate ones, but probably gonna do one for the 4th of July. Probably. Um, so we'll see. I don't know, but ain't nothing like a old school barbecue. And my throat getting funny. You know how you feel like scratching this in my throat? I'm gonna get me a Halls real quick. I ain't trying to get no summer cold. Oh, you said Hassan Campbell, Derek? Oh, who knows? I don't know. He probably still doing content. You can stay there, Nas. I'll be back. I'm coming back out. Oh, you want to go in? Salute. How y'all doing? My name is Derek Williams. Classic. You know you like coming out. That's why I like bring your ass back out. Come on here and sit with daddy. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Yeah, I'm gonna take you out later, okay? When I get off the live, all right, buddy? Because I can't say the W word because you know what that means. So when I say the W word, he gonna start jumping up and down. He gonna run to where his thing is at. Like he's real smart. Yeah, but like, you know what's crazy, Jess? I didn't realize that the cost of living, that the homes in Myrtle Beach, you can get for a good price. Like yeah, they well priced. And then some other area in South Carolina called Florence, I think it's called. If I'm pronouncing it right, they had nice ass homes for a damn good price. Now I don't know the area. I don't know if that's a desired area or not. But I had peeped that. I was like, wow. Because like places like Atlanta and stuff, that because so many people was flocking down there, the prices went up with the homes. Homes is high as shit now. Unless you in like a deep, I guess suburb that's like away from Atlanta or something in a little rural area, it might make it a little what you call it. You talking about Jamel Peterson? Oh, he doing his thing, man. His channel had blew up. He had got a couple co-signs from some big YouTubers back a while back, and his channel blew up. But I don't click on his channel. I don't fuck with him like that. So um, yeah, he I know his channel blew up. He got what he wanted. He's always told me he wanted to have a big channel and stuff like that. So yeah, because you gotta realize what we pay down here for a row house, you get many mansions where y'all at. And that's what I like about down south, because I was peeping that shit. I was seeing many little nice, real nice size houses for like 300. I'm like, damn, that's a row house here. What a little bit of land. What a little bit of land coming with it. Yeah, close to the city. Yeah, you're right. I think that's anywhere close, because like same thing here. Like if you go closer to downtown, you're gonna pay a grip. You say you used to live in Lancaster, PA. You say you hate it. You from New York. But yeah, what made you move out there though? That's a odd area for a black person to live. I assume you're black. I can't look at the pro. I can't really see the profile paper. It look like you're black. I like visiting out there, but to live out there, hell no. Because they got another little town that's further up called York, PA. I was surprised you didn't move to York. I could see that because that's more of a city, and it kind of remind you nothing like no goddamn New York, but like more like it's more city. But yeah, Lancaster, I like I said, it's perfect to go visit. In fact, thank you for reminding me, because I need to go back out there. I always go out there when it's cold. I never go out there when it's nice. I want to go out there when it's nice and experience it, because the food be good. The Amish people don't bother nobody. I mean, you'll see some racist people out there, but it don't be like the people that, like, prime example, when I went out there recently, um, a little while, I went out there around in February, and I went to this little cafe, and the people that worked there, it was cool, but the people that was in there just kept staring at me, and it was uncomfortable, and I had to look, I had to start staring back, like, is there a problem? Because I'm still in Pennsylvania, so I got my shit on my hip anyway, so I'm like, I ain't looking for trouble, but I think because we in this little area that I ain't ready. But other than that, I always had a good time. Always had a good time in Lancaster. Every time. So being as though you was living in Lancaster, I know you was going to Shady Maple, because that's right next door to Lancaster. Well, I ain't gonna lie though. The breakfast, the breakfast was hit. When I went up there in February and I had the dinner, I wasn't all that impressed. And maybe because I wasn't that hungry, I don't know, but it didn't wow me like I thought it would. It really didn't. Because to be honest with you, the best buffet I ever went to was Benjamin's in South Carolina, in Myrtle Beach. But Benjamin's had that thing going. Oh, you say you went there for your son's better education, get out the hood, man. Hey, man, I can't argue with that. I mean, doing stuff for the kids is always a beautiful thing. Shit, I would have tried to find some of it. I know you. I know you hated it out there. Well, how's the cost of living out there? I'm pretty sure it's way cheaper than New York. And did you even have any black people out there? Because I'm pretty sure they probably got a side that has some black people. I just don't know about it. Like, yeah, you gotta remember when I go out there. Actually, where I be staying at don't really be Lancaster. It be this place called Intercourse, PA, which is right next door to Lancaster. So I'll be staying in that area, and then I slide over to Lancaster to go to the outlets or to go to the little stores over there or whatever. Because it's not far a ride, it's like 7 miles away. But they might have a side because I know York, PA got a side. I know I went out there for a Halloween joint, and they definitely got different sides. Jay said most celebrities are sellouts anyway. Yeah, you got a point there, bro. You got a point there. Have a valid point. Man, it feels so good out here right now. Like this, man. Just the small stuff in life I appreciate. Just sitting out with a breeze. Can't beat that at all, man. You said they act like all family against. You said hold up. Let me see what you said. You said Lancaster people act like they all family against me and your wife because you didn't want to hang with them. Well, man, it is what it is. You don't want to. I mean, I know for me, like I'm cordial with my neighbors. Like I talked to my one neighbor, we chop it up. You know, he got my number, I got his number, but we don't hang out. And I'm saying I would never would because he's a cool dude. You know what I mean? Like sometimes I'll be saying to myself, why don't I hang out with him? You know what I mean? Um, I might invite him to. He always invite. If I had a barbecue, he's always invited. He's right next door. You want to come over. But and he's funny too, right? He just came back from Dominican Republic and he kind of favored the guy that played Biggie. Remember the actor that played Biggie? He kind of favored him a little bit. They're about the same size, height, the whole 9 yards, and they thought he was Biggie. And he took a picture with the guy and signed the autograph. I said, you out of pocket. He showed me the picture. I said, you out of pocket. He said the one boy wasn't believing him though. The one boy was like, I don't think that's him. He was like, no, that's him. I said, so what you signed? So I just signed Notorious B.I.G. I said, but the actor that played him ain't, he said he didn't even know the actor name. I said, you out of pocket. I said, you get yourself hurt doing some shit like that in a foreign country. And you was off the resort too? I said, you tripping. Every time I see him, I call him Biggie now. I'll be fucking with him. I said, yeah, you the fake celebrity. They try to jump y'all with your kids right there? Wow. And sorry to hear that. Were they black or white? I'm just curious to know. That's real out of pocket. See, my thing is that's why I like, when you live in a certain community, whatever, some people they be in your business too much, or they feel like you think you better if you don't want to hang with them. And it's not even just that. Some people just like staying to themselves, or some people don't like ain't quick to make new friends easily. This ain't like it was in the '90s where everybody in your block you knew. You know, like I can honestly tell y'all, I only know. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe 9 people in my block. And I don't even know all of their names. Like that I speak to on a regular. All the rest of them, I don't know these. I don't know them. They don't say nothing to me. I don't say nothing to them. Maybe 10. I forgot the other guy, the Muslim boy and his family. He me and him chop it up. I don't even know his name. I'll be too embarrassed to ask him. Hey man, what's your name? You know, relax, poop. Yeah, you ain't never lied, bro. If it ain't broke, don't let it fix it. That's how I like it, man. Listen. I don't need people all in my business anyway. So, you know, people on the block out of respect. If we make eye contact, I will speak to you. But if you ain't, you know, I ain't breaking my neck to speak to you. I got a neighbor live across the street. It, he been there for a little while. They don't speak to me. I don't speak to him. I was gonna speak to him one day. I was standing right in front of my gate, and he had parked near me, but he purposely didn't want to turn around. I was like, all right, you know, he got him a snow bunny, a thick snow bunny. They got kids together. The snow bunnies live across the street from me. They jealous of me. They jealous of our family and shit. They be hating and shit, and they renting. You know, they don't be wanting to really speak. You know what I mean? My dog about to start howling. Yeah, I hear him. Whenever I hear the fire truck, he do that. I mean, when he first did that shit, man, that shit scared the shit out of me. It sounded like he was like kind of talking a little bit. Oh, jump, like what the hell? Yeah, he loved making that noise when he hear them fire trucks. Yeah, but that's how it be, man. You know, it ain't like it was. He riding up the wrong side of the street. The hell are you doing? Riding up the wrong way. White boy in a pickup truck. They love them pickup trucks. Yeah, we like this. You know, plus you got to realize too, this generation is is different from how this generation is very different from how people that's our age and older was raised. Because back in the '90s and '80s, it was more community. '70s too, it was more community based. It was like a community. It's not like that now. And sometimes, in some instances, it's okay. I understand it. People want to stay to themselves. In some instances, like you know, sometimes being neighborly can help too. Oh, you say you moved upstate? Oh, okay. Yeah, because I remember like you know it was just a better feel like because everybody was just in unisex. Everybody like came together. Like I can't remember the last. I don't think I ever had a block party where I'm at. Maybe one, maybe. Like they don't even do block parties no more. I used to love block parties, man. Back in the day, shit. Some of these kids, man, they don't know shit about a block party. No, I ain't the old head on the block. Not by a long shot. I got a lot of older people in my block. My next door neighbor, she 80 something. Um, shit. To be honest, I got more older people in my block than younger people. And that's how I like it. That's why my block's super quiet. You don't hear shit. You heard the fire engine, but you don't hear she see me out here. You don't hear nothing. You hear birds chirping. Yeah, there's a lot of older people on my block. I got on my block is Asian. You got about 4 Asians, two Haitian, couple African, regular African American, the rest white. Oh, a couple Spanish too. Got some Spanish too. Oh man, listen, I remember the days of jumping in the water plug, man. I used to. I don't know why I can remember that so vividly, but it was just like it's amazing what I remember '86, man. Like I remember having a Batman shirt. I'm picturing it right now. Me standing on my porch with a Batman shirt on with the shorts, going to the damn corner. Corner. We had a corner store right at the corner, but they're going to the end of the block, and they had like they had the water plug because everybody in my block we were around the same age, so we would go down like in packs. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. If I ride through a neighborhood one day and it's hot and they got a water plug on, I'm getting out my fucking car or my truck and I'm getting in that water plug for the nostalgia factor. I'm pretty sure it's somewhere in Philly that still do it in the summertime. They probably gotta go down North Philly or somewhere in West Philly or something. You said did they clean up Kensington? I ain't been down there in a while. At one time they did, and I heard it went right back to what it was. But to be honest with you, I haven't driven down there in a minute. I really don't have no need to go down there. So it is a YouTube. It is a channel that dedicates that they all they do is videos in Kensington. So I would have to check out his videos to see if it's still back messed up. From what I heard the last time, a couple months ago, when I checked his channel, it kind of was kind of reminder. What? Oh, oh yeah, I know. I know. I'm gonna pay the bill. Motherfuckers be reminding you like 2 weeks before the bill due. Comcast be tripping. You got 4,000 left on your car. That's what's up, bro. Uh, I'm glad I'm not the old head of the block. I don't want a bunch of young people living on my block. To be honest with you, I really don't. A lot of young people, that's not responsible or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't gonna be the same. A lot of older people, they keep their shit clean. They don't bother nobody. A couple people on my block, they'll have a barbecue like once or twice a year. Like one of the Puerto Ricans, they'll have their big barbecue once a year when they'll be loud and have their shit. And I don't mind it because they don't do it that often. They don't bother nobody. They put their stuff on. They had their guala guala music, and only one time it made me mad. The other lady, because she had it like too loud, and I'm like, yo, I couldn't even hear my music. It was during a holiday, and I couldn't even hear my damn music. You know what I mean? I was just like, yo, like you ain't gotta have it that loud like that. But other than that, but see, I noticed it's a difference. The ones that do that are the people that's rent. Because every time for sale sign or rent, I always check on a block. I always look everything up, so I be knowing who rent and who got a mortgage. Because you kind of want to know who on your shit, who in your neighborhood, who on your block. Because one household could fuck up a whole block. I don't know if y'all know that, but it's true. And this is why a lot of white folks like to keep people out. Some of them are just flat out racist, but some of them, don't want the riffraff, and I understand it. I really do. I really understand it. But yeah, for the holiday, Memorial Day ain't no real holiday to me, so I don't really be caring. But I like barbecuing anyway. If it depends on if it rains. If it don't rain, Or if it do rain, I might smoke some shit. I got a smoker, so I might smoke some meats or whatever. Um, might smoke some beef ribs, some chicken or something. I don't know. I feel you, bro. Max say you hate row homes. I don't blame you, bro. I understand. I understand. 11 said, yeah, he said when he bought his crib, he made sure the majority of the neighborhood are homeowners. Yeah, because when you have certain renters, we had that problem when I first moved on the block and the people got put out. I was so happy. I was like, yes. And of course they had to been black, ghetto ass chicks. I think the person that owned the house, they were Chinese. And sometimes Chinese people get greedy with the money. So what they did, I think at that time they even allowed, I think they allowed the Section 8. It was something like that. And these were some ghetto ass. Oh my God. We were so happy. We were so happy when they got put out. Everybody on the block was not feeling them. Go from a quiet, cool block to this ghetto shit. I don't see how people do it, man. I got a cousin. She bought a crib in Germantown, and her block, her neighbors is ghetto as shit, man. And and I wanted to tell her, cuz you should have did your due diligence first before buying a house. I think you kind of rushed it because I would have gave him my advice to say as a bit older cousin, hey, don't buy that house because people in that neighborhood, that particular, it ain't it's ghetto niggas. I mean, I'm just gonna keep it real. It's ghetto niggas. I don't want to live around niggas. I don't want to live around ghetto Puerto Ricans. Ghetto Puerto Ricans and ghetto niggas would tear up a neighborhood. It's the truth. It's the honest to God truth. Real. Yeah, you in Alabama, Jay. Yeah, I know you hot down there, boy. Shit, Alabama heat. That's why I don't know why so many big people down there, because all that fucking heat, you would think that fat would be melting. Shit. But one thing I will say about the South, the deep South, or like the country, I could never live there, but I love visiting. Love visiting. So they paving the street at the corner of my block right now as we speak. They've been doing a lot of paving lately. I guess somebody must have. It's near election time too. They're doing a lot of paving, which I ain't mad at. But yeah, one thing I'll say about the country is when you visit, I could visit the country for a good 2 3 days because you not only do y'all have good food, I like going to the trailer. See, I'm speaking that down south country talk now. When I say trailer, all my deep down south motherfuckers know what I'm talking about. When one of your family members got a double wide or a trailer and they got land around it and they had like the old school grills out there, the barrels, and your aunts or cousins or whoever they cooking, fellas on the grill, man, you can't beat that shit. I'm trying to tell you. I miss that shit, man. My God rest my uncle's soul. He lived in Philly. He was from here, and he had bought a little trailer down there where we got land at. And I told you about that trailer and shit. And we used to go down there. Some of my fondest memories, man. Oh, check out. He said it on YouTube. I'm gonna check him out, Baxter. Check his music out, man. I remember, and it's crazy because down south. That's why I respect. That's why I will always have respect for down south people because y'all show a lot of family unity. And not saying that we don't have it up here up north, but it's something about down south family. Everybody get together at the trailer or the whatever. It ain't gotta be a trailer. You know what I'm saying? Get together at the crib. Everybody bringing food. Everybody just happy to see you, and you just have a good fucking time. And when he passed, his cunt of a wife, she gonna sell the trailer to this fucking white lady. I'm like, everybody in the family could have bought that joint, and she didn't even need the money, so it wasn't like she needed money. She just wanted to be done with it. Real talk, Queen. You know what I'm talking about, man. Listen, I'll be loving that shit. Shit, man, it's just a certain feeling, man. And they used to have the old school stores with the Coca-Cola sign, the old beat up Coca-Cola Pepsi sign, and you can go to a random gas station and get the best food you ever had. Like it's something about the country, man. Just it's special, man. I remember I took my ex girlfriend down there to that trailer. I took my wife down there to that trailer, and Steve was with me one of the times we went. Shit, we had a fucking ball. Shit, my uncle had that joint. It was a 3 bedroom, 2 bath, chumpy, nice size joint too. Central air. Yeah, yeah, nothing but love, man. That's how I be. I'm telling you. You go down that bitch, man. If I go down Halifax, Virginia right now, man, my family down there, man. If I let them know I'm coming, man, they gonna have the shit all over. They gonna have the red, I call it the country red carpet. They gonna have the country red carpet out for me. All the food. My cousin be like, "Hey, you want me to bake you a cake, baby? I remember you used to love chocolate. You know, I've been outgrew it, but I'm not really a fan of chocolate cake. But she remembered that when I was young, she's always baked me a chocolate cake. Cousin Yvonne, shout out to her. I'm gonna get back down there soon. Just that drive, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Like, I don't have it in me no more. Them 7, 8 hour drive. I know from my house to there is 7 hours exactly. I ain't got that shit in me, man. The way people drive, the shit, my body be killing me. I just give me a good 2 hour drive. I can manage that. But other than that, I gotta hop on a plane. But the only problem is where that's at. They don't have no airport to go where they at. So you got to catch that shit to get off at Richmond, Virginia, and then drive for 2 hours to go to your destination. So I might do that. If I go down there, I just catch a plane to Richmond, get me a rent a car, and then 2 hours. I could do 2 hours. But them long rides, man, I used to take them 9, 10 hour rides, North Carolina. Shit, not no more. Yeah, you know, down south too. In the country, they be having corn liquor. Even though I don't really drink, but you know, down south, you want some corn liquor. Shit, the first I heard of that was down there. My grandpa was down there. He said, "Yeah, they drinking corn." I said, "What the fuck is corn?" They said, "Homemade liquor." I said, "Get the fuck out of here, corn liquor." Yeah, yeah. Listen, my country people, y'all know what I'm talking about with that corn liquor. All you alcoholics, all you drinkers, shit, that corn. What? I tried it. It was disgusting though, but it wasn't for me. But especially when they had them fish fries. Oh my god, I love fish. Matter of fact, speaking of that, I might get some fish today. I might get some fish today. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then y'all be having those. supermarkets I never heard of. Like this sound country, Piggly Wiggly. I like this shit is going it just because of the name. Hold on 1 second, y'all.